Konnichiwa from Japan. I'm here for a month and I'm so excited to share my experience with you. Right now, this video is going to be about a vacation that my partner and I took in Hakuba Valley. Hakuba is a beautiful winter wonderland. Even in March, it snowed, fresh snow, while we were here multiple times. My partner loves to snowboard, so while he was snowboarding, I was enjoying so many things about here in Hakuba. First of all, we have to talk about the place where we stayed, and we're actually here right now filming this video. Hotel Hakuba Hifumi. It is beautiful. It is a Japanese style hotel. So when you come in, you take off your shoes near the door, and there are slippers lined up, or different kinds of sandals, and you slip your feet into a pair of those and go up to your room. In the room itself, there's an entryway where you take off those sandals, then you step on the tatami mats inside your room. That is a no shoe zone. It was really comfortable. It's a little bit different than what we're used to as Americans, because in the winter we're used to more intense heating. I knew already that this type of construction doesn't have as much insulation or warmth, but it wasn't like very cold. I just layered up, put on my hat, and enjoyed the room. Another wonderful thing about our room is that we had a private onsen. So outside in an area that was enclosed but still outside, so it kind of had like a privacy screen, there was a beautiful large tub where two people could fit, and you can turn on the faucet to put hot spring water right into your tub, and that is so refreshing and amazing and incredible. I'm gonna miss it so much. The culture and traditions here dictate that you fully bathe before you get into any type of onsen. You might think, oh, I'm taking a bath. The Japanese customs are that you're not actually there to cleanse yourself, you're there to relax. So it's very important that you're fully clean. So we observed those principles even in our room. There was an outdoor shower. We fully took the shower, and then we would soak in the tub. And the water would stay comfortable for a long time. So even though we were outside and the cold air was around us, I think we soaked like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. It was so relaxing. I know the water is supposed to have healing properties and health properties. Our room was really spacious and comfortable. I enjoyed just being there. We had a large window as well, so I could see the weather outside, the trees covered in snow. It was a really relaxing space. Another wonderful thing for me about Hakuba Hifumi Hotel is that they have an amazing green tea. I just tried green tea at another property and the taste was not the same. The tea here is exceptionally good. They have teapots and they're serving it out at breakfast. I had a teapot in my room. We also had a water dispenser in our room for drinking water and cold water, and then also hot water, which I was using to fill my teapot. I don't know that I've ever been in a hotel room where I could get my own drinking water from a tank in the room. So that was incredible, so convenient. And I feel like sometimes when you travel in hotels you get dehydrated because the water is not easy to get, but not here. The service here is wonderful. Everyone has been so nice to us, and we also enjoyed delicious breakfast at the restaurant. A Japanese style breakfast is what we ordered every day. Every day I could choose between salmon or mackerel as the fish. Salmon was my favorite, so I ended up ordering that almost all of the days. It came with a miso soup, rice, a little dish with pickles, vegetable that would change every day, and some type of egg dish. Sometimes it was like a steamed egg and a savory sauce. One time we had a Japanese rolled omelette, like one slice of it. So lots of little bites and a very hearty way to start the day. Every day as well, they would bring us a tray with new yukata, so the pajamas, and here they have some linen ones that are really nice, well made and comfortable. They also were giving us this apple cider that's kind of bubbly and delicious, and fresh like coffee packs and fresh towels. So every day I felt like we were just being treated so well. Our comfort was ensured. As far as accessibility goes, the hotel has an elevator. There are some areas with steps, but it's not too many. So I'd say there's only like one area that I was a little bit nervous, but otherwise it's really easy to get around to all the areas. There are some onsens available for everyone to use. They're gender separated, and there's also a family one that you can reserve. So we also did that one time to reserve the family one just to have a little bit of a different experience. Another really amazing thing they did, especially in this weather, is they picked us up from the train station and they're going to take us back to the station as well, which is so nice. Now I'm going to talk about Hakuba, the city. The area where we're staying was very easy to walk around. It was near lots of businesses, lots of restaurants, which is perfect when it's cold. You don't want to be walking far, or at least I didn't. Another great thing that I don't think I really knew about is that there is a very extensive system of shuttles. Some are paid and some are free. So these shuttle buses take you to the ski resorts. They take you to different points of interest in the region. It's just the way that you get around. And staying here at the Hifumi Hotel, it was a really short walk to the bus terminal. I really appreciated that at the bus terminal, there is an information desk where you can ask questions, and it's very easy to make sure you're doing the right thing. You're getting on the right bus and going in the right direction. So I even took the shuttle bus by myself to a ski area, which is the starting point of where we had done our snowshoeing. I went back the next day and I went to a coffee place and I went to check out a vegetarian restaurant. So I was able to explore, go around the Hakuba independently. One thing that is important to note is that there are not separate sidewalks. You walk on the side of the road, but the drivers have been really respectful and safe. So I haven't been too concerned about that. One of the best activities that we did here was take a private snowshoeing experience with a guide and going up on a cliff between the mountain ranges. It was incredible. And if you want to hear all about that, I have a video just about that because it was too incredible to just talk about in a little piece of this video. So check out that other video if you want to hear all about the snowshoeing experience. Another thing that was a highlight of my experience here was doing a tea ceremony. This tea ceremony experience was so cool because it focused on matcha. And I didn't know that a tea ceremony involved matcha powder, but now it makes perfect sense, why some matcha is a ceremonial level in terms of quality. This is a Hakuba local person who has her own small business, and I'm going to put her information here and in the description so you can support her if you're coming to Hakuba. She was so nice. Her name is Miyako. Miyako is very organized. She has a paper with information, both sides, giving you the history of the tea ceremony, also how can you make your own matcha at home with all of her tricks. In the tea ceremony itself, she demonstrates the process after she gives you information on the history and answers all your questions. And then you get to try making your own tea in the proper way. Okay, so now it's my turn to try doing the tea ceremony and making my own matcha. Good.
Yes? Okay, good. And then put in here.
Put in here.
Okay, good.
Wet the whisk. So this is not to do anything.
No, just to moisture. Okay, so the cups are warm enough. Scoop from the edge.
From the base?
Yes.
Oh.
Like this.
Okay.
Yep, and then this is one scoop.
This is one scoop?
Yep, it was quite a lot. And then you can put one more hot water.
But I learned things that I didn't know before. You are supposed to warm the cup before you put the matcha in there. And so basically you put hot water in it and then you dump that water. And then you put your actual matcha powder. The other thing that I learned that was completely new is that she recommends sifting the matcha powder before using it, and that will be better quality. I'm going to have to practice whisking because she said I needed to go harder and faster, but I was so scared of spilling over the side. But she says it's all in the wrist. So whisking really, really, really fast. I really enjoyed the experience. It was very relaxing, and she answered all of my questions so patiently. She allowed me to try on one of the kimonos. It was a kimono coat, so it was not made of silk. It was so cool, the texture of the fabric. And all of those kimonos are her mother's. I love that. I love that story of just having those connection to her family traditions. Another thing I recommend if you're coming is checking out the Hakuba Bridge. It's a 10-minute walk from this region, this hotel. It's a beautiful vantage point on both sides. You can look out on, I guess, a river where you have the mountains in the distance on both sides. It is stunning. One time we went when it was snowing, and that was just a totally different view. It was cold, but it was so worth it to just see the snow coming down, like magical, magical landscape. And the second time we went, it was not actively snowing, so and it was less overcast. So I got like two different views of the landscape and of the experience. So we got to see the mountains more that time. And it was a little bit less magical, more majestic, but still beautiful. Hakuba is obviously a winter landscape and winter weather. It was very cold. However, we were able to rent winter clothing and supplies from Woody, which was a 2-minute walk from our hotel. Our hotel recommended the place. I was able to go online on their website and select everything that we needed and just make a reservation. They also allow you to pick it up for free the day before you start your reservation. So I got snow pants, a jacket, gloves, and snow boots, which came in clutch. They were so important because when I had to return all my stuff and then go out without it, I was so cold. And then it snowed again on our day of departure. So thankfully I have some waterproof sneakers, so I wore those, but they were not as good as the snow boots. So that made our stay a lot more comfortable. And it also saved us space in our suitcases. So I didn't have to pack snow boots, and I don't even own snow pants and a snow jacket. It saved us space in our suitcases, and it was super convenient. The food has been one of the main activities. When you're coming to Japan and you're not like interested in the cuisine, I don't understand it, because it's one of the best things I think about being here, and especially as a deafblind person. It's so exciting to just engage my sense of taste and feel like I'm on an adventure from my plate. Do you focus on food adventures when you're traveling? I will literally go to a country just to eat the food. So let me know if you're like that too. One of the meals that we had right at the beginning was I had a vegetarian banh mi sandwich at a Vietnamese restaurant here called Ichi-Bánh. And it was a place that's open late, very convenient when you've left the hotel too late. The sandwich was so delicious. It had tofu in it, and the seasoning, like they were not afraid to make it spicy, which I really appreciated. Another place we went to 2 times was an izakaya called Asuka, which is very close to our hotel, so very convenient. It was warm in there. The service was great. It's like a bar. You can get lots of little plates. My favorite things there were the garlic fried rice. Also, the Japanese rolled omelet was incredible there. It's not dry at all. It had like a really good mix of textures. Oh, I had the fried tofu. Incredible. It had like I think a ponzu sauce on the bottom and then green onions on top. And I liked the crispy outside contrasted to the creamy kind of soft inside. Delicious. That was really good. And I had a miso soup that was very nice there. Another place we went to was called Yukino Tei. Yukino Tei had a bunch of different options. Like if you are into meat, because they do have a lot of, they have Hakuba pork here that I saw advertised a lot. They have Wagyu beef. And so that can be a place to enjoy in a group that you can, I think, like in a hot pot way, cook the meat. I had a bowl of salmon with salmon roe, and it came out like a set with lots of little dishes and so many things to engage the senses. The salmon was super high quality, and it was, I think, raw, like sushi. So it was very delicious. And I had a special wine there from Cyclo Vineyards, or 496 Winery. And they have a Sauvignon Blanc. And I looked up the wine before I ordered it, which I really like to do, so I know a little bit about the practices. They use natural practices, and they're not using pesticides or insecticides, which is really important to me. And I love this story. It was a couple where the husband used to be a professional cyclist, and then he started this winery with his wife and kind of changed his career. So I thought that was very cool. And the wine was delicious. I had a matcha latte, which I loved, at I Coffee. AI is how you spell it, and that means love in Japanese. I definitely want another one. but I can't get it. That's one of the dangers when you travel and you fall in love with something. You can't really get it again unless you go back and plan another trip. If you're a matcha latte lover, where is the best matcha? Because maybe I would even travel to find it. Let me know in the comments. Other things that you can do here in Hakuba, you can do some tours to neighboring cities. You can see snow monkeys, which we did not do. You can also go up high on the ski resorts and look at the mountain views more up top. So there is a gondola, for example, that goes up. There's also different places, like I saw a place that you can use trampolines, so the kids love that place. So I think Hakuba is a really a beautiful place with a lot of activities for everyone to enjoy. And if you are a mountain lover, you're gonna have so many views to just gape and gawk at all the time, because they are always in view in different ways, little slices, larger slices. And again, I love being able to look at them from the Hakuba Bridge on both sides and see the differences. Some of them they have trees lining the edges, and then there are some taller ones that just have the snow, and they look really powerful. It was an amazing trip and so special. We don't go to winter often. We prefer to be warm when we travel. I'm so glad that we came here and that we also got to experience the real Japanese onsen water, because I understand that when you go to different regions, you do have like the soaking experience, but it's not always the actual hot spring water. It might be different types of water. Really grateful that we came here. So tell me, what is your favorite place to travel to for a winter vacation if you are going to do that? Are you a tea lover like me? Let me know your favorite types of tea. I've been having green tea every day here, as well as matcha. Keep watching and like and subscribe for more content from me. You're gonna see a lot more videos from my experience in Japan. So stick around. Jane! Subscribe to BlindishLatina for more accessible travel content, and like this video. Stay tuned for more Japan travel adventures.